Welcome to MotivEnglish, your place to learn real, simple English through everyday conversations.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We're really happy you're here learning with us today.
And I'm Alex. Emma, I have a strange question for you today.
That already sounds dangerous. What is it?
Can you imagine living one full day without your phone?
A whole day? Wait, you mean no messages, no social media, no checking the time, no music, nothing?
Nothing. Just you and real life.
Oh, wow. That makes me nervous already. My hand is looking for my phone right now.
See, that reaction right there is exactly what we're talking about today. My day without a phone.
And as you listen, ask yourself honestly, how would you feel? Would you feel calm? Would you feel bored? Or would you feel stressed like something important is missing?
Because today, for most of us, a phone is not just a phone anymore.
Right. It's our alarm clock, our calendar, our camera, our map, our music, our news, basically our whole life inside one small screen.
And sometimes, it's also our escape.
Yes. When we feel bored, we check our phone. When we feel uncomfortable, we check our phone. When there is silence, we check our phone.
Think about your normal day. How many times do you touch your phone before breakfast?
Be honest. 10 times? 20 times? Maybe more?
Sometimes we tell ourselves, I'll just check one thing.
And suddenly, 30 minutes are gone. Chuckles.
You open one message, then another notification, then a video, then another video, and you forget what you wanted to do in the first place.
This happens everywhere, at home, at work, on the bus, even when we are with family.
Maybe you've seen this before. A family sitting together in one room, but everyone is looking at their own screen.
4 people, 4 phones, 4 different worlds.
And sometimes we don't even notice it happening.
Yeah, and if you recognize yourself in this, don't worry, you're not alone. We all do this.
So today, we want to explore a simple but powerful question. What really happens when you live one day without your phone?
Not as a strict rule, not as a difficult challenge, just as an idea, a small experiment, a different way to experience your day.
Would you notice more things around you? Would you talk more with people? Would you feel more relaxed or more uncomfortable?
Or maybe you would discover something surprising about yourself.
In today's episode, we will imagine this day together, from morning to evening.
We'll talk about the struggles, the funny moments, and the small changes you might feel inside.
And as always, you'll learn easy, natural English through real conversation.
So take a deep breath, relax, and imagine this with us.
You go to sleep tonight.
And you decide that tomorrow you will live one full day without your phone.
No screen, no scrolling, just life.
What happens next?
Okay, Emma, before we jump into our no phone day adventure, let's give our listeners a little roadmap. We're going to walk through an entire day, from the moment you wake up in the morning, through the afternoon, and all the way to the evening.
Yes, we'll explore all the little moments that might surprise you. The awkward ones, the funny ones, and the quiet ones where you suddenly notice things you usually miss because of your phone.
Exactly. So you can imagine it like this. Morning starts with that first "where's my phone" panic. Then the day slowly unfolds. Maybe at work, maybe at home, maybe when you're outside. And we'll talk about how each moment feels without that little screen in your hand.
And don't worry about your English. This episode is perfect for beginners and intermediate learners. We'd say around A2 to B1 level. If you feel a sentence is a little fast, that's okay. Just stay with us, listen carefully, and try to feel the story in your mind.
Yes, even if you don't understand every single word, your brain is still learning. Every time you listen, you pick up something new, a word, a phrase, or just the feeling of the conversation.
And here's a little tip. You can pause the video, repeat phrases out loud, or even write down words you like. That will help your English grow faster.
Also, if you enjoy learning with us, please subscribe to MotivEnglish and tap the like button. It really helps other learners find us and join our community.
And don't forget the comments. Tell us, would you try a day without your phone? Just yes or no is fine. Or write one sentence about how you think it would feel. We promise we won't judge.
Exactly. Remember, this isn't about rules or pressure. It's about imagination and awareness. We just want you to picture your day without a phone and notice how it might feel.
Yes, imagine waking up. No notifications, no scrolling, just your thoughts and the world around you. Sounds strange, right? But also kind of exciting.
That's what we'll explore together. Morning, afternoon, evening, all the little struggles, surprises, and discoveries.
So get comfortable, maybe take a deep breath, and picture your phone somewhere far from your hand. Let's step into this day together and see what happens when your life isn't filtered through a screen.
All right, Emma, let's start our no phone morning, shall we?
Let's do it. Brace yourself. This is going to feel weird at first, but also really interesting.
All right, Emma. The first challenge is always the morning. That moment when your eyes open and normally your hand moves automatically to the phone.
Oh, yes, I know that feeling too well. You wake up, still half asleep, and your brain is already craving notifications. But today, imagine reaching out and nothing, just air.
Nothing there. I had that moment myself. My hand just froze in midair, like, where is it? My phone.
Yes, and the panic is real. That's your brain reacting. It's used to constant stimulation. Suddenly, there's silence, and silence can feel intense.
Intense. Yes, that's a good word for it. It means very strong or heavy, like you feel it deep inside. Normally, our mornings are full of little distractions. We scroll, check messages, watch the news. But on a no-phone morning, the quiet feels almost loud.
And then comes the first real test. What do you do with your hands, your eyes, your brain? You notice things you never noticed before. Maybe the sunlight coming through your window, the birds outside, even your own breathing.
I remember staring at the ceiling for a few seconds, thinking, okay, what now? And then my brain said, just one little check. You know that classic trick? Just one tiny look. And your mind starts negotiating.
Exactly. And that's a great moment for reflection. You can ask yourself, how much do I really depend on my phone? Or am I awake or am I just going through the motions?
And that's another phrase we can learn today. Go through the motions. It means doing something automatically without really thinking or feeling it. That's exactly how I usually wake up.
Yes, but on a no-phone morning, you can suddenly feel your thoughts. You notice worries, tiredness, or little joys you usually ignore.
I also realized something funny. I wanted to check the time, but no phone meant no clock on the bedside table. I had to get up and look at the real clock on the wall. Old school.
That's right. And maybe some of our listeners have a clock in the house they never use because their phone does everything. On a no-phone morning, that clock suddenly becomes your little friend.
And while making breakfast, I noticed another strange thing. Usually I scroll while the kettle is boiling or while toasting bread, but today, hands-free, no phone. And I felt vulnerable.
Vulnerable. Yes, that's another important word. It means open and easy to hurt. Your feelings are closer to the surface. Without the phone, you can actually feel your own thoughts and emotions more clearly.
And that can be scary at first, but also kind of freeing. You notice how much space there is in your mind when it's not filled with notifications.
Yes, and here's a little prompt for our listeners. Think about your morning right now. How many times do you reach for your phone without realizing it? How would it feel to have those few minutes just for yourself?
Even small awareness counts. Maybe you notice the quiet. Maybe you notice your thoughts. Maybe you notice the sunlight. Every detail matters.
And that's what today's story is about. Noticing, feeling, experiencing your morning in a way that's real, without a phone controlling your attention.
So as you imagine this, take a moment. Close your eyes. Picture your bedroom. Picture your hands reaching for the air, and feel the silence. Weird? Yes, but also interesting.
And we'll see how the morning unfolds. From these small struggles, the day slowly begins, and your mind starts waking up to life around you, not just life inside the screen.
All right, Emma. Now comes the real test. Leaving the house. That moment when your pocket is empty, your phone is at home, and suddenly the world feels bigger.
Yes. Leaving the house without a phone felt so strange for me. It's like stepping out without shoes. Your brain keeps checking. Wait, am I forgetting something? And then you pat your pockets. Keys, wallet. Oh, no phone.
Exactly. And that first step outside? It felt vulnerable, like all my usual security blankets were gone.
Vulnerable. Yes. Let's pause there. It means feeling open and easy to hurt, like your feelings are right at the surface. Without your phone, you can't hide behind a screen, and suddenly everything feels more intense.
And then comes the elevator. Normally, I'd look at my phone and disappear into my little digital world. But this time, nothing. Just me, the numbers on the wall, and my own thoughts. Awkward.
Awkward. A perfect word. It means feeling uncomfortable or uneasy. And yes, standing there, I felt so aware of every little sound, every small movement. My hands were in my pockets, just me with my thoughts.
And what's funny is, I smiled at a neighbor and they smiled back. Such a small moment, but it felt real, not filtered through the phone. That little connection hit differently.
Yes. And then walking down the street, everything looked sharper. The leaves on the trees, the sunlight, the sounds of cars. I realized I usually miss all of this while staring at my screen.
Exactly. I noticed the little things too. At the bus stop, a kid playing with a stone, an old man reading a newspaper, a real newspaper. And I thought, wow, there's a whole world outside my phone.
Chuckle softly. And here's a reflection prompt for our listeners. Take a moment. Imagine your usual commute or walk outside. Now picture it without a phone. What do you notice? What sounds, sights, or smells are suddenly there?
Yes, and even simple actions feel different. I checked my bag, my pockets. Where's my safety blanket? My brain kept whispering, just one quick look at the screen. Classic trick.
That's the power of habit. We don't even realize how often we reach for our phone, like autopilot. And now, without it, the silence is intense.
Intense. Yes, that word again. Strong, heavy, something that fills your attention completely. Without the phone, every little sound or movement feels magnified.
And it's not just about noticing the world. It's noticing yourself, your thoughts, your breathing, even little anxieties. It's almost like your mind finally has space to breathe.
And for our listeners, think about the last time you left your house and your phone was in your bag or at home. How did it feel? Awkward, uncomfortable, maybe even freeing?
Yes, these moments are tiny but powerful. They show you how much your phone shapes your experience without you even noticing. And noticing is the first step toward awareness.
And awareness leads to choice. You can start small. Leave your phone in another room or for a short walk outside. Notice the sights, sounds, feelings, and see how differently your mind reacts.
Exactly. That's the first part of our day, leaving the house, feeling vulnerable, noticing the world, noticing yourself. And as strange as it feels, it's also exciting. The day is full of little discoveries waiting for us, even before we reach work, school, or home.
Yes, and I can't wait to see how the rest of the day unfolds. But for now, listeners, pause for a moment. Imagine stepping outside with empty pockets and just noticing. How does it feel? Weird? Nervous? Or maybe alive?
Gentle smile. That's right. Stay with that feeling for a few seconds, and then we'll continue our adventure, exploring work, study, and home interactions, where even more surprises await.
Okay, Emma, now that we survived the morning and the public adventures, it's time for work and study. And wow, this part surprised me the most.
Oh, yes. Normally, I sit at my desk, and within 5 minutes, my brain is already whispering, just check your phone, it'll only take a second. And we all know what happens next, right? That second stretches into 10, 20 minutes, and suddenly, focus is gone.
True. That just 1 second is a classic trick our brain plays on us. But on a no-phone day, that temptation disappears. Suddenly, my attention can stay on one task. My mind feels calmer, sharper.
Calmer, a good word. It means relaxed, peaceful, less chaotic, and sharper means more focused, alert. Without constant distractions, your brain can actually work the way it's meant to. I realized I was really getting in my own way before.
Ah, yes. Let's pause there. Get in your own way means stopping yourself with your own habits or thoughts. Other people aren't the problem, you are. I was blocking myself with constant scrolling.
Exactly. And once I noticed that, it felt like a little weight lifted. I could actually pour my heart out into my work, my study, my ideas without interruptions.
Pour your heart out. Yes, that's an important phrase. It means sharing all your real feelings or effort without holding back. And I felt that way with my focus, my thoughts. I could finally give attention to what mattered.
And then comes home time, another eye-opening moment. Normally, in so many households, the first thing people touch is the phone. Dad on the sofa, mom at the table, kids on the floor, all scrolling. 4 different worlds in one room.
I noticed that during my no phone day. My hand reached for my pocket. Nothing. So I just looked at my family. And something small but powerful happened. I actually saw them.
Saw them, yes, really present. I noticed my cousin drawing, my aunt cooking, my little brother telling a story. And instead of scrolling, we started talking. Simple conversations. How was your day? What did you learn? Show me your drawing. It was real.
And that's when I realized the contradiction. My phone connects me to people far away, but sometimes it takes me away from the people right in front of me.
Yes, contradiction. When 2 things don't match or agree, like being together but feeling alone, being connected digitally but disconnected emotionally.
And that evening, something deeper happened. A friend asked me, "How's your day without your phone?" At first, I wanted to play it safe.
Play it safe, choosing the easy answer, not the honest one. Normally, I would say, it's fine, just different, and move on. But this time, I stopped. I was honest.
I said, "Honestly, it's hard. I feel restless, like something's missing, but I also feel more present, more alive." That pause, that honesty, it changed everything.
Yes. Later, we had a longer conversation at the table. No phones, just tea. And we poured our hearts out about how exhausting it is to always be online, to respond fast, to appear perfect. It was simple, yet profound.
That's when I woke up to the truth. My phone had been a safety blanket. I held on to it whenever I was bored, anxious, or even slightly uncomfortable. And without it, I felt cold at first. But then I noticed something beautiful.
Yes, the quiet revealed the best parts of the day. Small moments, laughter, connection, reflection. And it made me aware that I can choose my habits. I don't have to delete everything or go extreme. Even small steps, like no phone at breakfast or 1 evening a week with airplane mode, make a difference.
Exactly. Awareness is the first step. And reflection, noticing how your mind reacts. What feels hard, what feels good. That's personal growth right there.
And listeners, imagine your own no-phone half-day or mini experiment. Notice how it feels to focus, to connect, to be present. How does it change your experience of work, study, or family?
It's powerful to see that the best parts of life aren't inside the screen. They're here, right in front of us, feeling, observing, connecting, fully alive.
And remember, it's not about pressure. It's about choice. You can start tiny, one small habit at a time. Notice, reflect, and gradually your life can feel more present, more intentional.
And that, Emma, is the transformation we wanted to share. From distracted mornings to mindful evenings, the day without a phone becomes a story of presence, awareness, and connection.
Yes, and listeners, think about your own habits now. Maybe there's a tiny step you can take today. Just one change, and your experience of your day might feel completely different.
And that's the beauty of awareness. Small steps, big impact.
All right, Emma, now that we've experienced a full day without a phone, let's take a moment for our word tour. 10 words and phrases from today's episode that you can use in your own life. Are you ready?
Smile. Ready. And listeners, remember, no pressure. You can just listen, repeat, or write them down. Let's make this fun and easy.
First word, obsessed. When you are obsessed, your brain cannot stop thinking about something. It's always on your mind.
Example. In the morning, I was obsessed with checking my notifications. Or, my little brother is obsessed with one game. He talks about it all day. Now you listeners, repeat. Obsessed.
Second word, exaggerate. This means to make something sound bigger or stronger than it really is, to show your feeling.
For example, I checked my phone 1,000 times today. I exaggerate, but it feels like that. Or,
She exaggerated her story and made it sound more dramatic. Repeat, exaggerate. Third word, intense. Something that is very strong or heavy, not soft or light. Example, on my no phone day, the silence in the morning felt intense. Or, the movie was so intense that I could not relax. Repeat after us, intense.
Fourth word, vulnerable. Feeling open and easy to hurt, like your feelings are close to the surface.
Example, walking without my phone made me feel vulnerable, like I couldn't hide. Or, she felt vulnerable when she talked about her fears with a friend. Repeat, vulnerable.
Fifth word, contradiction. This is when two things do not match or agree.
Example, phones connect us to people far away, but sometimes make us feel lonely. A contradiction. Or, saying I love you but never calling is a contradiction. Repeat, contradiction.
Sixth phrase, play it safe. When you play it safe, you choose the easy, comfortable option instead of taking a risk.
Example, when people ask, how are you? I play it safe and say, I'm fine. Or, he played it safe and didn't share his real opinion. Repeat, play it safe.
Seventh phrase, get in your own way. When your own habits, thoughts, or fears stop you from reaching your goals.
Example, I wanted to focus, but my phone habit got in my own way. Or, she gets in her own way by doubting herself too much. Repeat after us, get in your own way.
Eighth phrase, pour your heart out. This means to share all your feelings without holding back.
Example, with no phones, he poured his heart out about how stressed he felt. Or, she poured her heart out in her journal after a hard day. Repeat, pour your heart out.
Ninth phrase, hold on to something. To not let go of something, even when it isn't good for you anymore.
Example, I was holding on to my phone like a safety blanket. Or, he still holds on to old messages that make him sad. Repeat, hold on to something.
And our 10th phrase, wake up to something. This means to finally realize a truth that was there all along.
Example, after one day without my phone, I woke up to how loud it was in my life. Or, she woke up to the fact that she was always comparing herself to others. Repeat, wake up to something.
And listeners, you don't need to memorize all 10 words perfectly right now. Just choose one or two that feel useful to you and try to use them this week.
Yes, even one word can make a difference. Write a sentence in the comments using your favorite word from today. And remember, you can always come back, listen again, and wake up to even more meaning the second or third time.
Every time you repeat, your brain remembers a little more. Every time you practice, you feel more confident. And using these words in your own life, your conversations, or even in your thoughts makes learning stick.
Gentle smile. And the beauty of today's words is that they're not just for learning English. They help you describe real feelings, real experiences, and even your personal growth.
Yes, from obsessed mornings to vulnerable moments outside to pouring your heart out at home, these words tell a story. They make your English alive, practical, and connected to your life.
So listeners, pick your favorite, repeat it out loud, try a sentence, and notice how your language and even your perspective grows.
That's it for today's word tour. 10 words, 10 chances to speak more clearly, feel more deeply, and connect more fully in English.
And remember, learning words is not about perfection. It's about awareness, curiosity, and using them in your real life.
Exactly. So take these words, try them in your conversations, and notice how they shape your day, just like our no phone day shaped ours.
Wow, Emma, what a day we've imagined. From waking up without a phone to noticing everything around us. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Absolutely, Alex. And listeners, remember, this episode wasn't just about learning English. It was about noticing your own habits, feeling your emotions, and imagining what it's like to really be present in your day.
Yes, and practicing English along the way makes it even better. Every word you repeated, every phrase you tried, those are little steps forward, and even small steps matter.
Think about it. You listened, reflected, and connected to your own life. That's real progress, not just in English, but in understanding yourself.
And hey, don't worry if you didn't catch every word or phrase. That's okay. You can always rewind, listen again, and notice something new each time. That's part of the fun, learning at your own pace.
Smiling, exactly. And remember, being present, whether it's with English, your family, or yourself, is more important than perfection. Small changes, tiny awarenesses, can lead to big results over time.
Yes,
And listeners, I want you to know that we are proud of you for being here, for giving your time, attention, and curiosity. You showed up, and that's already a win.
And as you go about your day, maybe try a mini challenge. Put your phone a little further away for a few minutes. Notice the sounds around you, the colors, the little details you usually miss. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find some magic in the everyday moments.
And when you do, remember this episode and the words you learned. Obsessed, vulnerable, wake up to something. They aren't just vocabulary. They're tools to describe your life, your growth, and your feelings.
So before we say goodbye, don't forget to subscribe, tap like, and leave a comment. Share one word you liked today, or one moment you noticed in your own life. We love reading your thoughts, and it really helps other learners find us.
And if you're ready to continue, click on the next video we selected for you. More stories, more conversations, more words, more ways to feel present while learning English.
Thank you for spending this time with us, for imagining, reflecting, and learning. You're amazing just for showing up today.
That's right. Keep practicing, keep noticing, and keep growing, both in English and in life.
Bye for now.
See you next time on Motive English.